man, every time. I'm the one who starts... Oh, that's funny. It's giving us both notifications. Anyways, every time I'm like the one who starts and gets into frame a little bit late. But it's okay.
Yes.
Anyways, so tonight, sorry, we're going to be doing a little Q&A on the topic about witchcraft versus spirituality. So, this is going to be fun.
Yeah. So, what this is going to be like is if you guys join, or even if you see this video later, you can go ahead and comment any questions that you have about the difference between witchcraft and spirituality. But since there's nobody in our live right now, we're just going to go ahead and start answering some topics that we thought of on this matter. So, first one is spells versus manifesting.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess which one do you want to talk about? Spells or manifesting?
Well, we're just
bouncing off.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, there's a huge difference between manifesting and witches casting spells.
Yeah.
Because witches who are casting spells are just like usually to like promote this love, to get this love like right away, or to get this money right away. And they use like spices and stuff. They don't there's a huge difference between manifesting and spells. Manifesting, you just like basically you can write it on a piece of paper and burn it, or go bury it actually out in your backyard and stuff. This is where you just write down the things that you would like to happen, that you would want to happen, and you put all your positive energy into it. Yeah. To get it more out there. And I
would say like spells are a lot more intense. Mm-hmm. Like she said, like it requires so many things, and sometimes you have to ask for help from like other spiritual beings, and you can control people with certain spells, like love magic and that kind of thing. But with spirituality, it's all about just what's it called? Doing like affirmations and like cleansing things to make your reality how you want it to be. Yeah. That kind of thing. Yeah. But there's no like magic, I guess. Like no like recipe involved, if that makes sense. Like it's kind of like just like you do whatever works for you. There's no way to be that's like really dangerous about it. All you have to do is just like have good intentions, and that's it. So.
And also be patient, because the universe and your higher self and guides and everyone out there have it planned out for you, and they're just if it doesn't happen right away, that means it's just they're just still taking their time. They're wanting you to still learn something.
Yeah, and we're gonna do a video that goes deep into manifesting, but right now we're just talking about the difference between spells and manifesting.
Yeah, so there's, like we said, there's a lot of things that go with doing spells. Unlike manifestation, it's like super easy, it's super quick, and you just have to have a good intention with it, a good mindset with it to set it out there to the universe or to whoever you believe in. And you can keep manifesting that as much as you want, so yeah.
So manifesting is not witchcraft.
No.
So
no.
That is the difference. Manifesting is a tool that's used in spirituality, not just in spirituality, but it's known for being placed there. And spells are obviously like witchcraft or voodoo, those kind of things, like an actual like magic thing. Mm-hmm. It's not just like your own power, if that makes sense. Mm-mm. Okay, so next topic we're going to be talking about is hexing versus, kind of like we were talking about, like light and love with spirituality. So hexing is, like I said, I mentioned before, like you can cast spells or do spells to change something about someone else, whether that be something good or something bad, but either way it's very tricky because it can come back to you, because you're not meant to change someone else's life like that. You're not meant to like change someone else's reality, because everyone has their own protectors. Everyone has their own spirit guides and angels and people and ancestors protecting them. So when you do hexes and stuff, like in witchcraft, there's always a chance that you're not safe, that something really bad can happen to you, even if you are like an experienced witch, which a lot of people I feel like nowadays aren't. There are very like few, especially because of TikTok. That's why inspired us to do this video too, is because we see a lot of like things on TikTok that are like very controversial and just not true. So how would you say, like, compared to what I just said, compared to spirituality?
The thing about the thing about spirituality, and when it comes to something like that, is just like with spirituality, we all do it in good intentions. We do it in light and love. We don't do it in bad.
Never ill will towards anyone or anything. It's all about acceptance and forgiveness. Mm-hmm. That kind of thing.
Yeah, when we like, for instance, like when we do readings on someone or whatever, we always say in light and love only when we say our intentions and ground down, because when we ground down, that's keeping us grounded to the earth, so nothing can get to us, nothing bad can get to us. And when we say intentions, that's also letting everyone know, like, hey, only these people can help me with this, and I'm only allowing this, and I don't want anything bad to come to me or anything bad like interfere with this reading or something like that.
And you can't, like I said, like with spirituality, like you can't force someone to do something for you. Mm-mm. It's all within your own power and within what's best for you. If you wish something ill, it's not going to come back to you, except for that energy is going to come back to you. So that negative energy that you were trying to send out to someone, or the fact that you're even trying to change someone, will come back to you. So that's
karma.
Yeah, cosmic karma. So whatever you do always comes back to you. Whatever you spend your time on will manifest into something. So I feel like that's very different between witchcraft and spirituality, is that with witchcraft you can do those sort of things that might hurt other people, but with spirituality it's not really, like, it's not promoted, it's not possible, because of the tools that you're given are just your own and within you. Mm-hmm. Like, to be spiritual, you don't need anything. You don't need crystals. You don't need any of that stuff. Mm-mm. To be spiritual, all it means is just to be, like, aware and to work on yourself, basically.
Yeah, allowing yourself to get better with things, allowing yourself to be open to these gifts and stuff that God has given to you. Yeah. Because this is a gift given by God. If you don't believe in God or whatever, this is just
whatever you believe is the higher power, basically, because that's a controversial subject. Yeah. We could actually make a video on that, on what our beliefs are, not pushing it on to anyone, because I know that not everyone believes in God. I didn't believe in God for many years.
Me neither.
But I also wanted to mention that with spirituality, I'm not saying that it's all happiness, it's all light and love, like that darkness doesn't exist. Darkness definitely exists within yourself and within everything. So there's always a balance. Mm-hmm. So part of spirituality is accepting your darkness and not trying to be like, oh, it doesn't exist now that I confronted it. It's coping with it and learning to love yourself for your dark parts and your light parts for everything.
Yeah.
So, shall we move on? Oh, sorry. Do you have something to say?
And knowing how to handle those dark places and stuff that you've been through before. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Okay, we'll move on to the next one. That's all I wanted to say.
Okay, so we have deities / making deals versus God. So we kind of touched on this last subject we were talking about, but we'll dive more into this. Do you want to start with that?
Okay, so I have it's just God, angels, higher self, and spirit guides. There's all a huge difference. With witchcraft, they tend to believe they do things for deities. Deities are like Lilith. Oh my gosh. I can't remember. But anyways, there's certain things, there's certain different types of witchcraft. Mm-hmm. And they all believe in different things. They all do different things for different...
We're not saying every single person that's into witchcraft does all these things. Mm-mm. We're just saying generalized. Yeah. So take it as you will. If you have something that you want to add constructive criticism, that's totally open too. This is just from our experience and from the information that we're educated on. So,
and also we're not trying to
be this is better than this.
Yeah,
this is better than this. We're just doing clarification. That's it.
Yeah, because I have a lot of friends. I mean, a lot of friends who are scared because they've been pushed to believe that this is witchcraft and that it's really bad and stuff. Yeah, it's no. It's not. If you know what you're doing, if this person knows what they're doing, that's the type of thing. I think
it's not even just that though. I feel like it's intentions.
Yeah, and how they handle this stuff.
Because personally, I'm really interested in witchcraft, but I feel like I'm not ready to go into that sort of stuff. But when I am ready, that I'm just gonna dabble in things for myself. Again, I'm not going to do anything towards other people. It's gonna be a little bit of witchcraft, but with spiritual what's it called? Spiritual morals, if that makes sense.
Also, back onto this topic before I forget, because I will forget, is that witchcraft, people who do witchcraft also have spirit guides. Everyone has spirit guides. Yeah, exactly. Everyone has spirit guides. Everybody has a higher self. They just believe in different things. Mm-hmm. They also do... I've noticed that a lot of people who are... a lot of witches, they also connect with their higher self and their spirit guides. Yeah. They always do. It's just they also do things for deities too. And deities are a completely different thing where you have to do... They do offers.
You perform a service or an offer for exchange of help.
Yeah, for certain things. Yeah. Unlike spirituality, we just we don't really rely. No, because our spirit guides, what we've been taught through spirituality for our spirituality is our guides and our angels work for us. Mm-hmm. We don't work for them. They work for us. So if we ask them for their help and stuff, they are there to help. They've walked this path before us. Our spirit guides, not our angels. But our spirit guides have walked this path before us, so that's why they're experienced and they know exactly what you're going through and stuff, and they're there to help you through anything. Mm-hmm. And then angels, on the other hand, are always there to help. They love helping you.
They help everyone.
Yeah, there's so many different kinds of angels that can help you with certain different things. It's just crazy. But, yeah, it's just...
And goddesses. And
yeah, there's goddesses and gods and stuff, which is pretty cool. There's a whole encyclopedia of angel. It's called Encyclopedia of Angels, and I really want to get it. But it's got the list of angels, goddesses, gods, any type of religion thing. Also, they have deities too in there to explain which ones do what things. Mm-hmm. But yeah, for spiritual people who are into spirituality, we tend to just connect with just our higher self, our spirit guides, and our angels. Mm-hmm. On the other hand, it's different with not as different with witchcraft, but they do
We're
more...
just explaining the difference.
Yeah, they do things with deities, and they also do things with their higher self and spirit guides. Sometimes I've noticed that, like, witches have a hard time with connecting with angels. Like, they don't like to connect with angels. Some of them think that they're bad. Mm-hmm. But some of them are like, oh, well, I don't really care, you know, type of thing. It's like, they all, like I said, there's different types of witchcraft and stuff. They all do their different thing. This is just generalized of what we see and what we learned.
Exactly. And like I said, if it doesn't resonate with you, what we're saying, it doesn't resonate with you. You don't have to watch this video if you don't want to. I'm not saying that in a negative way, but like if you just disagree, or if you just have a different reality, because everyone has their own perception of reality, their own individual reality. We all grew up different. We all had different things happen in our lives. Even if someone's your sibling, doesn't mean that you guys have the same reality, because everyone has a different point of view. Mm-hmm. So whatever's true for you is true for you.
We're just trying to explain what we've seen, what we've learned, type of thing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
And also, like, even it's different. It's so funny because movies also make it like to where it's a scary thing.
Oh yeah, movies always like demonize anything that's different, I feel like.
Yeah, and it's like, I feel like they're getting a little bit better now. Like, shows and stuff have showed that it's not as bad. Yeah. But it's just like, yeah, they tend to make... That also makes other people... Like, it also scares off people because, like, they've watched these things since they were a kid, so that gets put in their head. Like,
we were even, like, scared of, like, this kind of stuff, too, because we didn't understand it either. I feel like that's where misunderstanding comes in, is when you are uneducated on it and you don't know what's going on, because, like... You think of, like, The Craft, and it's, like, super scary, like, in certain parts.
Oh my god.
Or, like, just, like, The Sixth Sense, like, those kind of things. Like, just making everything seem extremely dark and, like, evil and all this stuff. But you have to remember it's entertainment and it's not reality. And learn on your own. You can take advice from people, but learn on your own, like, trust what you experience yourself. Because that's what I personally do with the things that I learn, is I hear something, I'm like, that's interesting. I try it out, and if it's true for me, it's true for me, kind of thing. Yeah. So, like, I have to see it to believe it, or I have to feel it to believe it, that kind of thing. Yeah. Okay, so next topic we have... Well, I feel like we already talked about that. All of these are kind of the same. I feel like we should move on to the last one, which is, how are witchcraft and spirituality similar? So something that we thought of is we both use natural resources for, like, healing and for materials. Yeah, we use, I've noticed this since I've been getting more into my classes. We all use crystals. We also use crystals for their healing properties and stuff. So witchcraft also does that. We also use incense. Mm-hmm. We also do the candles. We also do spices, herbs and spices, because there is a lot of, like, healthy benefits and stuff that come from certain herbs and spices and stuff. Yeah. So witchcraft also uses that. So spirituality, we do that too. Nature, things in nature. Yeah, nature, connecting with nature, like, we do the same thing. Knowing that, I don't know necessarily, I'm not going to make this generalization out loud, if animals are used for something else than witchcraft, but like, I've heard, like, they use, like, whiskers, like cat whiskers, for, like, good luck and stuff. I saw this one girl talking about that. But just, like, connecting with nature and, like, with animals, and knowing that everything has, like, a meaning behind it, and that kind of thing. Yeah, we there's a lot of things that we do that are similar to witchcraft, but we do I don't want to say anything about that. I don't even know where I was going with that, honestly. But we just, like,
We do a lot of similar things with witchcraft, but we don't do it in the same way as how they do it.
Like we said, like, again, using a lot of materials for, like, spells and for altars and for, like, sacrificial things, like, spirituality, we just use it, again, for, like, healing and healing only. Like she said, like, using certain spices, using, like, crystals and, just like natural things. I don't know what else to say.
We use the spices. The only thing that's different about with the spices things, herbs and spices things, is we use it with our food. We eat it. Witchcraft, they use it just for like doing spells and stuff that I've noticed. But we just use it to eat, consume it, to make us get these health benefits from them. It's the same thing with like making smoothies and stuff too.
I also just thought about this too. I think that's what the same, and the reason why we all use like the natural resources for like healing and for like magic and that kind of thing is because of the belief that everything that's already here is exactly like what you need, and the things that were put here by like God are the most like powerful things, not things that are created afterwards. Like, for example, like synthetic or created things are not going to have the same life and same power and same energy behind them as something that's been here for millions of years and is naturally grown here like we are, like we're naturally here, and that's just magic within itself. So I think that's the reason behind us both using those resources for our own benefits.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of crazy things I've learned. It's just like, it's mind blowing, no joke. That's why I like to talk about them on here and even my group page. It's just like, I want to blow everyone else's mind with these things, because it's just like, they will make them realize like, holy crap, like, that explains a lot, type of thing. But it's just like, like we said, we're not trying to like bash on witchcraft or anything. We're just trying to point out different things. There's a difference between spirituality and there's a difference between witchcraft, because like I said, there's a lot of people out there who are just comparing, like they think it's just all the same. It's not all the same. It's really not. It's like I'm interested in, like, I've always been interested in like anything like that and stuff, like witchcraft and everything, but I'm like, I'm too scared. I'm too scared to do stuff like that, because it's like, you don't know what you're doing, and you don't know what sometimes you don't know what you're looking up is like gonna work or something, and it could like backfire on you. That's why I'm glad I have a teacher who teaches, like, who's been teaching for a long time and tells you
a lot of credentials and experience.
I'm just like, okay.
And like I said, it's the same thing as when you try something out and you see, oh, this is true, this does work. So it's not just taking someone's word for it, it's actually doing it yourself. Yeah,
exactly. That's what I'm like, what I was trying to, like, basically trying to say is, like, if you do it yourself, then you can see if it works not for you. But and we were expecting people to be here. But it's okay.
So just take away from this, so spirituality and witchcraft are very different, but they do have certain similarities, and that's probably why people get them mixed up. But there's nothing wrong, with either of them. If you feel like you want to check something out, don't like be scared or anything. Like I said, like, find it out for yourself, because everything is meant different for everyone. So like, maybe spirituality doesn't work for you and you are interested in witchcraft, go do that. This is not like a video to tell you like, oh, like she said, like, we're not trying to bash anything. So both are really cool. We just wanted to have a discussion and talk about it. So yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
I'm tired, you guys. I'm like,
it's the tea.
Yeah, we brought the tea. We brought the tea, you guys.
Okay, so I think that we're all good for this Q&A. If you guys, like I said, have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. And if you guys want to ask us questions in real time, we're going to be doing another Q&A next week at the same time, same day.
Different topic.
What's the topic? Let me check real quick.
I think it was Christianity or religion versus how
other religions versus spirituality, basically. So yeah,
that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
definitely. I hope you guys show up for that one, because
I would actually really love someone's input on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I know there's a lot of different like religions, and also I know a lot of the religions have different views and points of these things.
We don't want to get into it
I know.
I'm like, that's a different video, hon.
Yeah, so anyways, thank you guys for watching, and those who will watch this later, like she said, if you guys have any questions, you can comment down below, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can, or if you would like to ask them on our live, we'll do another Q&A next week.
Yeah.
So, anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys
Wednesday.
Wednesday. That sounds like my
Wednesday at 3 o'clock. We're gonna be doing a meatless meatloaf recipe and cooking a yummy dinner. So if you guys want to join us, that would be really cool.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you. Bye.
Bye.